What you are about to see is a demonstration of the maximum high-performance capabilities of the 1992 Corvette and ZR1, done under controlled test track conditions with professional drivers. It started out as a dream car. It captured America's heart along the way. Corvette. In 1953, it was America's first true sports car. Today, it is one of the finest performance cars in the world. Corvette. Combining the best of General Motors engineering with some of the world's most advanced automotive technology. Corvette. For 1992, the coupe, the convertible, and of course the highly acclaimed ZR1. Come with us now. See why this all-American legend is better than ever.
Hi, I'm John Heinrichsey, Development Manager for the 1992 Corvette. The excitement of driving a Corvette can hit you in many different ways. Its acceleration, handling, and braking are all extraordinary. In this program, we're going to demonstrate Corvette's performance characteristics, provide some insight into the design features that contribute to its performance, and most importantly, we'll give you a feel for what it can really do. And I don't know anybody who's better qualified to help me do that than four-time Indy champ Rick Mears.
What you're going to see in this first demonstration is the outstanding straight-line acceleration capability of Corvette and ZR1. On the track with this new 300 horsepower LT1 engine, the 1992 Corvette will go 0 to 60 in just 4.92 seconds and run the quarter mile in 13.7 seconds, reaching over 103 miles per hour.
ZR1's LT5 engine develops 375 horsepower and on a test track clocks in at 4.3 seconds 0 to 60 and 12.9 seconds in the quarter mile. Now let's see that again from inside the cockpit. That's where I think you can best appreciate Corvette's performance.
What we can't do in a video is let you feel the sensation as you're pushed back into your seat. But trust us, it's not a feeling you'll easily forget.
On a 1992 Corvette coupe, the horsepower to weight ratio is 1 horsepower for each 10.7 pounds of car. For the convertible, it's 1 to 10.9 pounds, and the ZR1 is 1 to 9.2 pounds. We use a significant amount of aluminum alloy on Corvette, including components in the front and rear suspensions and the powertrain. Along with its high strength, weight savings is one of the key benefits of incorporating aluminum in the design of a car. The lighter we make the car, and the more powerful we make the engine, the faster it's going to run 0 to 60.
Another key performance attribute of Corvette and ZR1 is how fast they can stop.
The system uses 12-inch rotors all the way around and dual piston calipers in the front to ensure optimum braking performance. The ZR1 and Corvette coupes with the Z07 performance package have a heavy-duty brake system with 13-inch front rotors. The heavy-duty performance brakes were first evaluated on the SCCA Escort endurance cars, undergoing hundreds of hours of grueling testing and racing before they were used on production models. Now let's move on to Corvette's handling characteristics. Lateral acceleration is one test of a car's handling ability. It's determined by the radius of the turn and the speed of the vehicle. The higher the lateral G number, the more side force the car can generate before losing adhesion to the road surface.
Corvette's tires, suspension design, front-to-rear balance, and low center of gravity all work together to optimize its lateral acceleration. Corvette's and ZR1's ratings speak for themselves.
How well Corvette holds on a skid pad is directly related to how well it will handle the road for you. The two components that influence Corvette's handling ability most are its tires and independent four-wheel suspension system. The tires on 1992 Corvettes have a new asymmetrical tread pattern. This design maximizes both wet and dry performance.
Corvette's front suspension is a wishbone design, a system that was first developed for race cars. And in the back, the independent setup uses a transverse-mounted fiberglass leaf spring. One of the biggest benefits of this four-wheel independent system is how effectively it adjusts wheel camber. which is the inward or outward tilt of the wheels as viewed from the front or the rear of the car. Allowing the wheels to tilt slightly helps the tires maintain a flat contact patch with the road. Sports cars are designed with stiff suspensions to help minimize the amount of body pitch and roll during driving.
And while nobody will ever confuse the ride of a Corvette with that of a Cadillac sedan DeVille, the selective ride control system available on coupe and convertible and standard on ZR1s does allow you to adjust the suspension for different needs.
After all, there are times when you prefer a softer ride.
Selective ride control is a computerized system that automatically adjusts shock absorber damping.
When you're talking about handling, a car's weight distribution and center of gravity are important design characteristics. Ideally, you want to get as close to a 50-50 weight distribution between front and rear axle as possible. Corvette Coupe is 49-51. The Corvette Convertible is 50-50. And because of its heavier engine, the ZR1 has a 52-48 bias toward the front.
But this balance is only present when the car is sitting still. The dynamics of motion are always transferring the weight around, and that's why the center of gravity is so important.
The lower the center of gravity, the less weight transfer you're going to have from side to side when you corner, front to back when you accelerate, and back to front when you brake.
Corvette's center of gravity is only about 15 inches off the ground. Although this might make it a little tougher to get in and out of Corvette, the effort is certainly worth it.
For comparison, an Indy car's center of gravity is only about 12 inches from the ground. Balance, weight distribution, the center of gravity, the suspension, and tires all contribute to Corvette's handling.
The demonstrations we've just shown tell a lot about Corvette's performance, but what counts most is how it all works together on the road. That's where you'll appreciate Corvette's capability.
Since the introduction of the all-new Generation Corvette in 1984, this legendary American sports car has become world-class in every respect. And for 1992, this ongoing process of refinement continues. Of course, the unmistakable shape remains unrivaled. Corvette is the definitive expression of a high-performance sports car. If you appreciate excellence in all facets of automotive design, you owe it to yourself to spend time in a Corvette. By its very nature, a sports car must have the kind of interior environment that enhances the driver's ability to help maintain control of the machine. The seats in Corvette are what you'd expect. Deeply contoured, providing both comfort and support for long distances, as well as the kind of side bolster support necessary for tight cornering. The cockpit-style wraparound instrument panel communicates quickly and clearly to the driver. The Ultra-Sport steering wheel provides the right balance between comfort and grip. A standard driver's side supplemental inflatable restraint system, or airbag, is located in the steering wheel hub. Standard conveniences and luxury features of the 1992 Corvette include halogen fog lamps, front and rear cornering lamps, air conditioning, electronic speed control, headlamps on reminder, power windows, and power door locks. 2 Delco Bose systems are available. One with a cassette and compact disc player. Both have 200 watts of power. A convenient center console includes storage for both cassettes and CDs. The Corvette Coupe features an all-glass lift-up rear hatch with remote release for convenient cargo loading. A security shade is also provided. A lockable storage compartment is located behind the seats. The Corvette Coupe provides a one-piece removable roof panel for open-air driving, and this panel is also available in glass with a bronze or blue tint. The Corvette Convertible has to be considered one of the most beautiful sports car designs of all time. The Corvette is a factory-built convertible, designed and engineered so as not to compromise the Corvette driving experience in any way. A body color removable hardtop is a popular option for the Corvette Convertible. Corvette, Coupe, or Convertible. It is a singular driving experience like no other in the world.
In 1992, Corvette continues its evolution as one of the world's most technologically advanced production sports cars. The next generation small block V8, dubbed the LT1, a new sophisticated acceleration slip regulation system, and an exclusive Goodyear GSC ultra-high performance tire design highlight Corvette's technical advancements for 1992.
In the old days, Corvette was very powerful and exciting. Today, Corvette is a sophisticated world-class car with performance as exciting as ever. All of us on the Corvette team take great pride in our relations with our customers. As a result, our customers have had an important influence in helping us define the Corvette. Just as important as providing us with inputs for our future, our customers never let us forget our proud past. The LT1 engine is a perfect example. The original LT1 engine was the high watermark of Corvette small block performance. With the application of new technologies, we now have exceeded that performance level and proudly call this new engine the new LT1.
The goal in designing the new engine for the 92 Corvette was to take the Corvette to the forefront of world-class engine performance. The challenge in doing this was to take the traditional Chevrolet small block into the future without forsaking its heritage. As you'll see, we accomplished this mission quite successfully. It's an engine that delivers balanced excellence, performance, economy, and reliability. We've increased the red line on the engine by 700 RPM, giving you more of the performance capability that you expect from the Chevy small block. Horsepower is up significantly over the previous generation L98-2, with 300 net horsepower at 5,000 RPM. Net torque is slightly lower, but what we've done is to broaden the torque curve to give the engine more performance over a wider range of engine RPM. This broad torque bandwidth provides much more usable engine power.
This year, Corvette enters a new era of all-weather performance with the introduction of acceleration slip regulation, ASR.
Driving a high-performance sports car like the Corvette in inclement weather conditions such as ice and snow can be very stressful. The intent of the ASR system was to reduce that stress by enhancing acceleration and stability of the car under those conditions, and we do this by controlling the torque applied to the road through the tire by managing engine torque as well as brake intervention.
The ASR electronic control unit constantly monitors drive wheel speeds, vehicle speed, the speed difference of non-driven wheels, the front to rear wheel speeds on the same side of the car, vehicle acceleration, and throttle position. This data is collected through speed sensors at each wheel. The same sensors are also used in Corvette's anti-lock brake system.
The ASR system controls torque in the engine in two ways. First of all, it modifies the spark advance, reducing engine torque output. Secondly, there is a throttle relaxer or throttle pullback mechanism that signals the driver it's operational through feedback in the accelerator pedal. The second stage of slip regulation is brake intervention. It helps maximize traction by automatically applying and releasing brake line pressure. Brake intervention does not activate at speeds above 50 miles per hour.
The 1992 Corvette, more than a car. It's the driving spirit of today's Chevrolet. Test drive one today. See for yourself. The all-American legend is better than ever.